and welcome back to another vlog. I was just telling Sam that my energy levels have been completely revived, restored last week, and I want to say the week before that. I was just feeling so low energy. I don't know if it was the eclipse or what, but I had no motivation to film. The creativity levels were at an all-time low. The productivity levels were at an all-time low, but this week, and even honestly just today, I feel like I have a newfound pep in my step. I'm just zingy, excited for life, creating content out the wazoo. So here we are. I hope you can feel the energy through the screen. And I wanted to start off this vlog with something really exciting, not sponsored in any way, shape, or form, but if you saw TT's Top 3, or if you're a subscriber to my newsletter, and if you're not, you definitely should be. There's some really good stuff over there. If you like long format, if you like touchy-feely, heartfelt, we're learning, we're growing, we're becoming the best versions of ourselves together, that is definitely the place that you want to be. I release a newsletter, is that the word? Publish? Send out a newsletter every Wednesday, and the topics range. Usually they are personal essays using anecdotal examples to kind of illustrate big themes or learnings from my life. We've discovered that she's very long-winded, but every month I also do this series called TT's Top 3, where I essentially send out my favorite products for the month. It could be beauty products, skincare products, wellness products, food, TV shows, books, media. It's basically the best of the best for that month. This past TT's Top 3, the list was a little bit shorter because if there's one thing I'm not going to do is recommend something that I don't absolutely love. We only do TT's Top 3 once a month for a reason, because it's the favorite products and you really have to kind of give yourself some time with those products to decipher if they're a favorite or not. But I added this segment called, I think, All Eyes On, and it's basically like things that I have my eyes on. Sorry, my space smells so good, so I'm getting so distracted. But things that I have my eye on that I haven't purchased or pulled the trigger on yet, but they are intriguing to me. And I put them there mostly so you can see what my eyes are on, see what I might be looking towards for future TT's Top 3, but also like as a conversation starter. Have you tried any of these products? What did you think of them? And also, you know, for some accountability for myself, so I can go back if I'm looking for new products, try out new things based on what I was kind of interested in, what piqued my interest previously. One of those things that I put on the All Eyes On list was a company called Vyrao. I think that's how you pronounce it. And what was really intriguing to me about this company was that it exists at this intersection of like beauty and wellness. And I wouldn't even just say wellness, it's mostly like spirituality, which we all know TT loves anything that will allow her to get more in depth with herself. I also love that I'm calling myself TT today and I'm talking in third person. This just tells you how excited and exuberant I am today. Every single product in this brand is like vetted or given thoughtful consideration by the brand's in-house healer. Each of their fragrances has a Herkimer diamond in it, which is supposed to promote clarity and elevation of mood. And so they're not just beautiful products, because the products, yes, are gorgeous. The branding is like 10 out of 10, unreal, but they're also very thoughtfully curated, and they're supposed to kind of coexist with you to help you elevate your energy, to help you elevate your mood. And so when I saw this brand on Instagram, immediately interest was piqued. I was like, I have to try a few things. So I actually got some things so that I can test them out and see if the branding, the mission, the ethos is just allure, or if it in fact does kind of live up to the hype. The two things I ordered, the rosemary candle and then the incense. So I already started burning the incense. Yes, I opened it very delicately so that I could keep the packaging for on screen so that it could be cute. But I'm burning one now and it just smells incredible. And I mean, look at the packaging, it's so nice. I love the green. And then I also ordered the rosemary candle. When I was reading all the descriptions online, this one felt like the most equivalent to me to like a rose quartz candle or crystal. Promotes self-love and just like good vibes. I also think I liked the scent notes in this one the best. Again, packaging 10 out of 10. We love it, it feels luxe. I also ordered their sampler pack because I definitely want to get a fragrance. Y'all know me, I'm a fragrance girly. When you have all of these different fragrances, you don't know which one you're gonna like the most. So they do like a discovery set, and then you can use the money that you paid on the discovery set towards a full-sized fragrance. Oh my gosh, wow, this is so nice. This is what the candle looks like in there. I'm gonna take it out. First of all, I think the shape of the vessel is so beautiful. Like, it's so unique. Am I dumb? Why can't I get this out? Oh, okay, so here it says, Rosemary, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. A little affirmation, we love that. And then this one says, for self-love. This is our rose for love and enlightenment with violet leaf, absolute for self-expression. We love a little self-expression. That's the theme of the year. Patchouli for grounding and Gaiac wood. You'll know I love Gaiac wood for energy clearing. Every candle contains a V talisman. What? What's a V talisman? Is that the vessel? Or is it this? I don't know what the V talisman is. Maybe it's in here. I'm not quite sure what a talisman is. Maybe it's the votive. Stand by. What do you think a V talisman is? Or what?
How do you spell it?
Talisman. Like a talisman is like a magic wand kind of vibe.
An inscribed ring or stone.
Oh, maybe do you think it's in the candle? Discover a metal talisman supercharged by your quantum energies underneath the label. Oh, okay. So apparently the talisman is under here. Oh, cute. So it has like a little V. It's like a little charm. Okay, so I'm picking up what they're putting down. So it says, every candle contains a V talisman under here supercharged by our quantum energist. Like, isn't that cool? Even if you don't believe in like energy and things like that, which you should, energy is definitely real. I just think it's so beautiful that this company is thinking so intentionally about their products, about how they're going to be used in the home, about, you know, just everything that goes into making a product. And is it me or is the candle glowing? Just saying. I know it's bright over here, but first of all, the fragrance smells so good. I don't want to light it yet because I just want to savor it, but this is just so beautiful. I love the shape. This would make such a great gift. If you have a friend that's into like energy and candles, I think something from Vyrao is essential. You could get the incense, which smells amazing, or the candle, and then I will keep you posted on how the fragrances are. But I just wanted to share this because, you know, I just want to follow through on things that I'm promoting and just kind of like let people know that I too am being thoughtful about my curation, about the things that I recommend, and this was one thing that I was really, really excited for. So hello everyone, I am back from New York. I'm actually attempting to get back into the routine, get back into creating content, editing everything, piecing it together, making some cohesive stories that I can present to y'all. My card reader is not actually showing up on my computer. I don't know why. I've tried to restart my computer. I've tried to blow into the card reader, blow on the card, do pretty much everything possible, but I am just trying to accept and embrace the fact that maybe that's not what I need to be doing today. So because my card reader isn't processing, I figured I would hop on here and kind of provide a little bit of introduction to today's video, the video that I want to make, so that, like I said, we are telling cohesive stories. The video that I'm planning to publish before the New York vlog was originally gonna be just like a pre-New York vlog, but I looked at the footage that I have and I realized that so much of it is about intuitive dressing. I talk about this quite a bit in the actual clips themselves, so I won't go too much into it, but I just wanted to kind of point out something that I've noticed while getting dressed intuitively that I think is just worth sharing. My mind wanted to believe it was this skirt, which was actually a dress that I have been making into a skirt because I wanted a skirt like this and I couldn't really find one that like worked or the way I wanted it to or looked the way I wanted it to. I found one on eBay, but it's an old Valentino one, and so it's like a little bit expensive. I was like, oh, it must just be the skirt, people must like it. But what I noticed about all of these outfits that people were just giving me so many compliments on were the outfits that I got dressed intuitively. You guys know me, if you've been following along on this channel, if you've been following along on any of my social media platforms, if you know TGC and the design work we do, you know that I personally am really anchored and really rooted in this belief belief that when we allow our creativity, and not even just our creativity, when we allow anything to start from an internal place and extend outward, when we honor our internal flame, our internal desires, our internal preferences, our internal creativity, rather than letting that be hindered and obstructed by the outside world, that is when we gain the most fruitful results. It can be really easy to conceptualize this idea and think about these things when it's big things, right? What do I want my career path to be? Letting that be an internal to external process. Like, what does my heart really beat for? But I think one way that we can really easily practice this are the more bite-sized, tangible ways. Getting dressed being a really good example. When I go to my closet, I have been trying to lead from some ineffable spark. So in the footage you're about to see, I talk about how I got this spark to wear these thrifted boots that I wanted with this skirt, and how everything just kind of built on top of that. You'll see in real time how I put together this outfit that people are so excited about. And I don't think it's the skirt. Like, I don't think it's really anything that you're wearing. Sure, there are going to be special pieces that capture people's attention, but I think because I am rooted in this belief that we're all made of the same stuff and we're all simply unique materializations of that stuff, I think we can witness when other people are leading from that place. It's the same kind of spirit that you see when people are really honing their, I hate to use the word zone of genius because that sounds so coachy and salesy, but just this internal flame, right? You see Taylor Swift on stage performing her music. Yes, she's an amazing performer, but I think if you strip away the topical layers of what she's doing, what we're really getting at, the heart, the epicenter of that, is that she's shining this light that is a light that you and I possess too. And so when I talk about intuitive dressing, it's far less this spiritual woo-woo out there thing. Even though I do think it's ineffable, I do think it's intangible, I do think it's a little bit harder to grasp. It's really just an honoring, a reverence for that divine light within us. When we see something we like in other people, we notice that we like it because it mirrors back to us some of that light within us. And so it's about taking that information, noticing it, and then asking ourselves, how do I want to best express this today? I've been thinking about this a lot with career and content creation, because for me, I've talked about this numerous times on this channel, but I really have to remind myself not to get swept up in the numbers game of how many followers I have, what people are liking, X, Y, and Z, because I know that that stuff isn't wholly satiating. It could provide a little bit of buzz or a little bit of excitement at the time, but the only thing that I really have to go off of, the only thing that feels firmly rooted and connected to me every single time is that reverence I have for my tastes, my preferences, my creativity. But that can be really hard. Let me turn off my space heater. It's literally like so hot and humid outside and I'm still using a space heater. That's how deranged I am. It can be really hard to honor that because everything else feels so much more real. The comments feel real. I personally got really nuanced and really good about learning how to be in a world that favors those things. But I think the last 3.5 years, and I probably sound like a broken record at this point, but has been an unlearning of that, a realizing that that's never going to fully sustain me. So it's been about getting back in touch with my inner voice. And that's what I'm talking about. You know, I think people shy away so much from spiritual things or esoteric things or whatever the case may be because it seems unknown, uncharted, and scary. But I think the root of what we're talking about, the center of it all, is the same. We're speaking to some ineffable, unseen internal force that no matter how much we want to deny that in ourselves for whatever reasons, thrums in the internal landscape of our world. It's hard when society, especially American culture, tells you that your value is placed in how productive you can be. So, you know, I even talked about a couple of weeks ago, I set a schedule for myself that I'm going to post these certain days, and I haven't been upholding that schedule, and it's been really weighing on me. I've been telling myself stories like, well, of course you're not growing at the rate that you want to. You're lazy. You're not holding up your end of the bargain. You're not doing enough. But I think it's not about how much you can do. It's about how tuned into your inner world, your inner voice, that intuitive navigation system can you be. That really is the work. It's not about improving yourself. It's not about getting better every day. It's about remembering in the chaos of this world that there are a lot of things going on. There are going to be a lot of things that go against your true nature, that tell you that inner voice is wrong, is ugly, is not interesting enough, is not working hard enough, but you know that that's not true. So it's about anchoring back into that soul's purpose every single time and leading from that place, which is why I think it's so good to start with things that feel second nature. What do I want to eat today? How do I want to dress today? Because those are low stakes decisions that you can make in your favor to strengthen the muscle of what it means to trust yourself. So when I say these things like find your answers, trust yourself, give yourself space, what I'm saying is you can tune into the inner voice of your soul and it will lead you to the right places every single time, but the work is showing up and making sure that you are quieting that noise of the outside world so you can let that internal voice speak. So all that being said, people have been loving the outfits, and I wish I could say it was because I bought this specific thing or I did something in this specific way, but what I really think is going on is people are seeing that I am in touch with that internal place. And I have to say, it's been super fun to get dressed. When I was journaling this morning, I was like, oh, what am I really excited about? And I was like, I'm excited about style and getting dressed for the first time in a really long time because it feels like this place where I get to know Tiana again. If you are curious about intuitive dressing, there's really no formula to it. It's about closing your eyes or doing whatever you need to do to get centered and asking yourself, what do I want to wear today? How do I want to feel today? Is there a piece that's sparking in my mind that I want to pull out of the closet and style around that? And I guarantee that when you start getting dressed from that place, beautiful things, beautiful synchronicities, and just this feeling of like loving what you're wearing and loving the kind of spirit that you're exuding into the world will fall into place. I hope you enjoy this intuitive dressing video. I hope it inspires you to get dressed from a place that feels really good to you. And of course, inspiration is great because it's helping us mirror what we see within ourselves. But I think at the end of the day, it's really just showcasing that we too want to get in touch with that intuitive inner voice and lead from that place. Some girlfriends and I are gonna go to a little girls' dinner tonight while the boys go and play Topgolf. It's about 4 p.m. right now. I think I need to be ready in like an hour and a half. And I figured I would show you guys what I mean by intuitive dressing. I spoke a little bit about this in my last vlog, but I figured I'd show you the process in action so you can see. And honestly, it'll also just be fun to get dressed together. Get ready with me, help me pick out an outfit so you can kind of peek into my brain, see my process and what I'm thinking. So usually it all starts with an item. For example, the last video that I mentioned this, I mentioned that I saw my thrifted cowgirl boots in my closet, and that was what like sparked the idea for the outfit. Today, it's this belly chain that I just bought. I'll go get it so I can show it to you. This is the belly chain. It's super cute. Ignore all my trash bags back there. I still have more stuff that I need to sell, but this is the belly chain. It's super cute. It's actually the Love AJ times Steph Shep belly chain. I've been really wanting a belly chain for a while. How many times can I say the word belly chain? We are going to center the outfit around this. Everything in me wants to wear my Chalusha dress slash skirt that I showed you guys in the last video. We might just have to go there if that's what I'm feeling intuitively, but we'll kind of see what we come up with throughout the process. As you can see, my wardrobe has been severely edited down. Like, hangers used to have no space in between them. It was all cramped and pushed together, and now I can make full-blown gaps in my closet. I think I'm liking where we're headed. Definitely not a lot to work with. So with a belly chain, you obviously have to go a little bit more low-waisted. So we could do like a low-rise baggier jean. Oh, you know what other pants I've been really into are these thrifted LL Bean pants. They're a medium, but you can wear them really low-waisted. They're really cute, even because they have a drawstring. But I don't know how the drawstring is gonna look with a belly chain. I honestly don't know how the jeans are gonna look with a belly chain either, but we'll kind of see. So these are vintage Levi 505s. They're from the men's section. I one day went to the thrift store and found like 4 pairs of these vintage Levi's 505s. It was like some tiny little man donated all his jeans to Southern Thrift, and I just so happened to be there that day to pick them up. So one pair I converted into jorts, which could be kind of cute with the belly chain too. One pair I kept baggier, looser fit. One pair I got tailored into my perfect 505s. I'll link that. You can see the video of what that process was like. I think that must have been it. Got some ideas going. Let me get out the jorts too, because that might be a fun excuse to wear the cowgirl boots again. So I'll just style it over this. This is the Aritzia bodysuit that was like really popular a couple of years ago. I wear this all the time. I have it in the long version too, but I wear the short version more because I'm a little bit more petite. I'm only like 5'4". So obviously when I actually wear my outfit, I won't wear this, but for the sake of not getting naked on the video, we will style things over the bodysuit. So these are still, might be because I have the bodysuit on too, a little bit tighter around the hips. We could wear them lower, and we could make the belly chain a little bit tighter. You know what would be kind of cool is if we did this with the belly chain and then we took like a vintage tee and we made it really tight, like scrunched it in the back with boots. That could be cute. Okay, so I grabbed 2 vintage tees, both from Sam's drawer. There's this white one. I really like the color. I'm thinking color Thunder Riders. Kind of cool, although white vintage tees aren't my favorite. I don't know why. And then this green one came to mind too, and so this is what I'm kind of talking about when I say intuitive dressing. I didn't see this green one in his drawer. In my head I was like, oh, the green one would be really cute, or I'm thinking green, and then I saw this one after a little bit of digging. So that's what I mean, like you have to follow those flashes of inspiration that come to you, because I really do believe those are like the truest and most organic pieces of inspiration that you can have. So this is what I was kind of referencing with like the tighter shirt. The sleeves might be a little long to do this. I guess I could roll them, but that might be a little weird. I don't know if the proportions are right. I don't know, it's kind of cute. If I'm being honest, the place we're going tonight isn't really like a denim cutoff shorts place. Like this is really cute if I was going to get a beer with friends. The belly chain do be looking cute, I will say so. This is really cute if I was going somewhere like more casual, but the dinner tonight is a little bit nicer. So let's see what the skirt looks like. I said this on my Instagram, but this is a white Chalucha dress that I will link in the description box because so many people asked me about it. But I bought it because I loved the style of the skirt, and I've been looking for this style of skirt everywhere. I found it in this dress and I was like, oh, because the waistband's elastic, I could probably just convert this into a skirt, and I can. Like this is cute. I feel very Shakira, but I think it's just gonna be a little too casual. When this was originally styled, they styled it with a gold one too, but I got it from UAL, which is like a designer liquidator store in Nashville, so it's like discounted designer, but it's a couple of seasons behind, and they only have the silver one, not the gold. So cute.
You talking to me?
No, I'm talking about my vlog. I just think the little bit of stomach jewelry makes it so cute. I love this outfit. I think it's so cute, but I think it's going to be a little much for the place we're going tonight. So I think this might be a fun outfit to wear to New York. This with some boots, let me show you. With some cowgirl boots. Can you imagine with my like crazy curly hair? It would be so cute. This might be a New York fit. Wow, that's cute. Let me show you. It's a vibe, but not a vibe for our nice patio dinner tonight. So we're gonna have to pick something up. Well, let's take it back to the drawing board. Okay, so I picked up 2 black tube top tank options. The first is this Babaton tube top from Aritzia. I love this thing. It's like perfect. It's the perfect tube top. I've washed it a few times and it's still in such great shape and quality. This is one of the things from Aritzia that I think is 100% worth your money. And then I also have this like Brandy Melville top. I know the controversy with Brandy Melville, trust me. And I went in there the other day and I was like, I'm 1010% too old to be in here, but what can I say? They do make a good basic. I like this tank because it hits at the right place. Thinking I wear my Zara trousers way too much and I want to do a different bottom. Maybe a silk skirt could be kind of cute. So I paired it with this little Ralph Lauren silk skirt that I thrifted and I got taken in, but something about the proportions just don't feel quite right. It's reading more belt, just because this is pretty high-waisted, and I have to be kind of careful with where things hit because I can get a little like stuff going on the sides. So I just don't think it's like the right, it's not hitting right. Plus this fabric plus this is just, it's not doing what I need it to. So one thing that came to mind, again, this is just like little flashes of delight, while I was getting ready, was this brown skirt that I was actually going to sell. I went into my things to give to the secondhand vintage store and found quite a few things, so maybe there's some reevaluation that needs to happen. My conclusion was that I don't want anything with a lot of detail here because I want the belly chain to shine, and then I just paired it with this white tube top from, I forget what this is from, but I'll link it or I'll put it on the screen somewhere. And I'm liking this direction. I'm going to try and pair it with that same Fire and Honey gold and silver combo so I can add silver, and then we'll see where we go from there. Hey y'all, hair's done, makeup's done. This is the final look. I can't quite decide. The skirt is a little short. I wish it was like 4 inches longer, but we are making do. We're wearing these Ayade strappy sandals. The skirt is thrifted. Like I said, the belly chain is Love AJ times Steph Shep. The tube top I have to see. I'm going to check. And then I just paired it with my little Gucci clutch. Casual evening girls dinner outfit. Now I'm just saying words.